Sit back, strap in, and get ready for After Hours with TC Restani. This is Abigail Harwich, executive producer, welcoming you to the show. And now, TC Restani!
Hey, welcome to the After Hours of TC Restani, the podcast. I'm TC Restani, everything from the palatial podcast penthouse here at Restani Productions for another fun-filled episode of After Hours. And I'm going to go around the horn right now and introduce my panel of experts. Starting off on my immediate left, the milkman himself, Quincy Briscoe.
And what's up?
Your blood pressure.
I'm okay.
Well, the onion rings I saw you just sucked down before we hit record.
Yeah.
Well, come on, onion rings.
They're
what's
healthy,
wrong with
right?
that?
They're onions, right? Yeah.
Yeah, all they are is just onions dipped in.
Fat. Grease.
Well,
They're vegetables, aren't they, onions?
Well, technically, onion rings. You slice them and they're dipped in hot.
Grease.
No, actually, grease. It's called boiling shortening, and it's in there for about.
And where does shortening come from, Quincy? What fruit or vegetable does shortening come
You know,
from?
that's a good question.
Mammy little baby loves shortening. Mammy little baby loves shortening bread.
Isn't shortening like vegetable oil, but then like once you turn to a certain temperature, it's oil that turns hot, and then you something like onion rings, French fries. You put them in there for like maybe 10, 15 minutes for like
It's not a long time, a short
50
time.
degrees.
Have we ever thought about putting flour on your face and deep frying your head?
Yeah.
Why would I want to put flour on my face and deep fry the head?
Why not? You've never tried it before,
It
right?
would make TC's dreams come
Yeah.
true.
Make every fan down here say, you know, I want to see Quincy's face deep fried.
And what if he goes and does this now?
No.
We'll have to record it. Speaking of someone who loves deep fried, my mentor, Mr. Ricky Bittman.
I had a great dinner tonight, speaking of fried.
What did you have?
Tosh made me a fried egg open-faced sandwich. So there's 2 fried eggs on top of English muffins. A little hash brown side there.
I can have the eggs, but I can't have the carbohydrate.
Oh, they were good. These
I-
all soaked into the bread.
I used to make my own little egg McMuffins. They were good, but actually maybe I could probably do it with Ezekiel English muffins.
What are Ezekiel English muffins?
Well, Ezekiel bread is made from sprouts. It has no flour or anything in
Where
it.
do these kooks come up with this stuff? Will you tell me?
It comes from the Bible.
Yeah.
This is what people in biblical times
Is this the
had.
bread they made on their backs? Like, so it would, like, they put
I
the
don't
bread
know.
on-
I haven't gone to CCD in a while, all right? So I don't know.
Hey, man, you're the one who's quoting the Bible over there with your bread.
Well, you know,
Ezekiel bread?
yes.
Where do you buy this? Do you go to church for it?
Well, you could go to church, but you can go to any supermarket. It's a frozen bread because there's no preservatives in it. Because I learned this the hard way. I bought Ezekiel bread,
Yeah.
and I left it out like regular bread.
Ah.
And a day and a half later, it was just completely rotted.
What about those lavash bread? No good?
Wasn't he on Star Trek: The Next Generation?
He always comes up with these references.
LeVar Burton, right?
No, lavash.
Oh, lavash.
It's like a flat, unleavened bread.
Okay, I have no idea what that is. I'll
Sounds better than Ezekiel bread.
Well, you know, it's if you don't knock it till you try
That's
it.
true. I guess that's true.
Unbelievable.
What was I going to say?
I don't know.
Something I wanted to say to you. Oh, this is like 3 weeks in a row. Onion rings. Where are the steak fries?
Maybe next time.
Can I give you an example of what happens down here on recording nights?
I would love to know
All right,
because I'm perplexed.
For the listening audience out there that don't happen to be in the palatial podcast penthouse prior to recording, Ricky shows up in the Ricky Mobile, the limousine, or maybe sometimes he walks here.
Sometimes, yeah.
And usually he's here about 10 minutes before we start doing the 10 to 20 minutes before we start doing this. Quincy comes down to Restani Productions like 8 hours early, all right? And
It's like tailgating for a Pats game.
and I ask him the same question every week. I'm going to reenact it right now, okay? Hey, Quince, what do you want for dinner tonight?
Oh, I don't know, a sandwich.
This is what I get every single week.
sandwich,
A
okay.
sandwich. And then I told him, you want anything else? And he usually gets the steak fries. But for the last 3 weeks down here at Restani Productions on recording night, you have gotten onion rings. Now, why is that?
I don't know. For some reason, onion rings, like I said, they're a nice treat. All it is a sliced onion.
We already heard this story already.
Yeah, but
We know what onion rings are. We just want to know why all of a sudden they're so popular
Yeah,
with you.
well, exactly. Why do you
I don't know.
want
For some reason, it's been a while since I got onion rings.
You've
So,
had it for 3 weeks in a row.
all right, so maybe next time I'll go back.
To the steak fries?
Yeah.
So what kind of sandwich? Is it always the same sandwich?
I asked him a sandwich, but it used to be, the BLT?
BLT sub, right?
Right, or club sandwich or
That's
whatever.
what it was, BLT club sandwich.
Well, maybe next time, you never know. Get a BLT club sandwich.
But the fact, I asked the same question. A sandwich?
Yeah.
There's no crime. I'm just curious.
Oh, no. Well, but just...
I told you what I had for dinner, and I'm very enthusiastic about it, too.
I had a Greek salad
Nothing wrong with that.
when you had 4 of them this week.
Yeah, that would kind of push it.
You know what tomorrow night is?
I had one of those big giant tuna subs the other night
Peter Woo's tomorrow night.
with the pickles and the tomatoes all whipped up nice. Oh,
What, mayonnaise?
of course.
What mayonnaise?
Oh, what I don't know, whatever kind they use at this sub shop.
Oh.
Louis over in Woburn.
Not Louis over in Woburn.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never heard of it.
I did have Mike's Amazing Colossal Mayonnaise recently.
Yeah.
Really good.
Oh, I'll take your word for it.
What's so good about that
It's
kind
just
of...
better than Hellman's. I mean, Hellman's my whole life, and one day I woke up and said, hey, Hellman's really isn't that good.
Cane's is the best
Yeah,
mayonnaise.
yeah.
Because Hellman's tastes too eggy.
Yeah.
Even though I like eggs,
Yeah.
but just...
I'm with you. All of a sudden, I just said, there's got to be something better. So I went to, believe it or not, the organic one at Market Basket. Cause,
The organic one at Market Basket.
that was delicious. Then there was one they make with avocado oil. That was delicious. Then she brings home this jar of Mike's, which isn't as healthy as the one with the avocado oil. That's even better. So now we're stuck with Mike's. Right?
Well, there you go.
Oh, my head, my
headphones fell out. You can't.
You know what it is? Something in the air with friggin' allergies. My ears get itchy.
Your cans of tuna?
I'm having tuna for lunch tomorrow. I've
yeah?
already been told.
Well, that's nothing wrong with that.
And I'm having a bar pizza for dinner tomorrow night.
Ah.
A bar pizza?
That's what it's called. A bar pie from South Shore at the Linwood. I'm having a mushroom pizza with laced edges. You know what laced edges are on a pizza?
No, I don't know what a...
This is like one of those pizzas they cook in a little pan, almost like a Greek style, but it's not.
It's flat.
And they take tomato sauce and they drizzle it around the edges and they cook it, and the tomato sauce burns. And when they take it out of the thing, the pizza's done normally, but the edges are all like very charred and burned. And it's burned,
And so-
burned tomato sauce.
And that's what they call
A laced edge pie.
A laced edge pie. Unbelievable.
Have you ever had
mushrooms.
a laced edge pizza?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Obviously, if he's going to have it again,
It's okay.
maybe it's like you and onion rings, you know?
I never heard of a laced edge pie or...
Well, maybe
One more
someday
time.
I'll bring one.
One more time. How do they make the onion rings again?
Yeah.
Well, I think onion rings, if you ask me...
onion rings to begin with? What are they?
Well, first of all, onion rings, you slice an onion,
Right.
and then it's shortening melted in a hot boiling vat, and then and it's got a
Sounds like some medieval torture chamber.
Yeah.
oh, that's the truth.
These like giant cranes.
Just
of
think
vat.
about it. How do you think they cook French fries and then onion rings? It's shortening, boiled, that turns into hot oil. And if you ask me, $3.50 for about maybe 5-10 minutes at the most, and then you have to let the onion rings or French fries cool off. And
I got an idea for a show.
What is that?
He tells us how to prepare food, and we prepare it via
Just-
his instructions.
Okay.
See what comes out.
I wouldn't do it for any more than
We're gonna need a sponsorship of fire extinguishers.
No, I think $3.50 for about the temperature, because all it is just like shortening. It turns into boiling oil,
Okay, yeah.
and then it's like you cook it for like $3.50 to like. I wouldn't do it for any more than just to guess off my head 8 to 10 minutes.
You know, Quincy, you would never survive in the Matrix because of the deja vu. All right.
And then after you let these things cool, you put a little salt on. That's how you make.
Line of the year.
Unbelievable. Okay, let's getting back to you, Ricky.
Hey, Homer. Oh, no, he goes, what does it go? Hey, Marge, see, I told you I could deep fry my shirt.
I didn't say you couldn't. I said you shouldn't.
Oh, I got to make a note now because we've talked about onion rings for probably 35 minutes.
Right.
Speaking of food,
Speaking of food.
I don't think I ever told you. Did I tell you guys about what was on my Bloody Mary that time I went to get the Bloody Mary?
No, what was on your Bloody Mary?
Okay, Italian cold cut sandwich was on there. A little piano dosi roll with Italian cold cuts, chicken fingers, shrimp cocktail, an onion ring, olives, pickles, celery, cherry tomatoes, and a slice of crispy bacon.
There you go.
The Sunday after my birthday, we went to the VFW post up in Saugus, and they have a big, they call it a Bloody Mary party, or Bloody Marky party, and they have live music, and it's all people my age, our age, live band, and everybody's in there at 11:30 in the morning getting drunk. I passed out at 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday. I slept for an hour and a half. Then I had to get up and go for a walk.
Did you exchange AARP cards?
If they took them, maybe.
Any discounts?
Here's the deal, okay? So you're there, right? And you're paying $9 for that drink.
$9.
Now, that drink in a regular place, some restaurant, rip it up.
$14.
Probably $25.
25.
And a Pabst Blue Ribbon, tall boy for $1.50, okay? And that's all I had. And then, of course, I had to drink half of Tasha's Bloody Mary. But then people stopped bringing in boxes of Cane's donuts and just putting them out. And then they stopped bringing in bags of bagels and putting those out. So now I was a little buzzed. So I ate a donut, which I'm not a big donut guy.
But Cane's are unbelievable.
Holy shit. And I had a blueberry donut. Which
For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, Cane's Donut is in Saugus, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
And they have 2 locations now.
Yeah.
They have one on Route 1 and the original one off of Route 1.
Yeah, in the town of Saugus. Yeah, you're right.
And their donuts are like, they make Dunkin' Donuts, wish they were Cane's Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts look like a lifesaver next to a Cane's Donut.
Right.
But I had never had a Cane's Donut. It was the first time I ever had one. Unbelievable. Then I said people bringing in bags of bagels. And then someone brought in these loaves of garlic bread. So and people just taking it and leaving. So I did. I took some and left.
Why not? Awolf Chris, our director of the TV version, I think goes to Cane's every either Saturday or Sunday morning.
Oh, I wish I could do that.
So, what's going on? We're looking at the monitor out of the podcast penthouse.
Yeah, your security camera just went up. Those look like police lights.
Well,
They're not stopping here, are they?
Is Bull on the loose?
If not, they won't have to drive fast.
Well, there's trouble, so get 911.
Because we ain't having fun until you got to call 911.
So I had an onion ring, but I had it on my Bloody Mary, so I thought you should know that.
There you go. And how'd it taste?
It was good. The chicken finger and the Italian cold cut sandwich, though, were the best. But no, actually, the best was that one piece of crispy bacon. It stood up. It wasn't like floppy and hanging down. It was like...
Right. I had Newbridge salad dressing this past week.
That's good. I like Newbridge.
Yeah. We went out with good friend CJ and Quincy.
Wow.
And,
CJ, huh?
CJ, yeah.
Wow.
He was coming. He came down and we chatted around. He said, I need something to eat. So I said, the Newbridge. Let's go to the Newbridge.
What day of the week was this?
That was Saturday last week.
Wow.
And I haven't had their salad dressing. There are people saying, what the hell are you people talking about?
It is good salad dressing.
We used to call it in my inner circle, crack salad, because it's addictive.
It is.
It's the salad is just lettuce, tomato, onions.
Now, did you have anything else or just the salad?
Oh, I had the eggplant palm.
Nice. Good for you.
Ooh, was that good?
I bet.
Oh, it was real good.
Now, why wouldn't you go for the protein steak tips? Why would you?
I can't eat red meat.
Oh, you can't. That's right. That's right.
So
what did CJ get?
He had the giant chicken palm sub.
Nice.
Which was enormous. And of course,
steak tips.
Mr. Cheapskates over here. What did you have at the Newbridge the other night?
A couple of cold Cokes.
And?
Fries.
And, no. You didn't order any fries. CJ gave you one of his fries.
Yeah.
And the fries there are like a giant baked potato and they cut in 4s.
Yep.
You know what else Quincy had? He had the rolls.
They're good rolls.
And then he had one, and then he asked the waitress for a doggy bag to take home the rest of the rolls and the butter packets.
Did she let him?
Yeah, we offered to buy you anything. I just want the butter and the rolls.
Now, see, you love steak tips, and that's one of the premier places to get steak tips. Why wouldn't you indulge?
Because I snacked earlier.
You had a burger 6 hours earlier, dude.
So, at the time, I just wanted some couple of cold Cokes, and that was it.
Yeah, well, there you go. And one of the best, best cafes, the unbelievable.
The Newbridge Cafe.
That's unbelievable. They have the greatest meats in there, and you're getting their cheesy free rolls, hot butter, and friggin' Diet Cokes.
Was in the mood for it.
All right, whatever.
Hey, when you're in the mood, you're in the mood. I would have got the steak tips with the half rack of rib combo And the taters.
The country style ribs.
Yep.
Yes.
And the salad with that, and a couple of nice cold draft beers.
There you go. What is this? I'm looking across at the podcast penthouse table over here. What is that? A radar gun?
You know, this is one of my birthday presents from Tosh Lent, and price tag on this baby, $79.
For what is it?
It is the Star Patrol flashlight.
The Star Patrol
Seen
flashlight.
that.
We actually got it for $69.99.
That's a
Now
favorite.
I see it for real.
But you can get it on television for $79. I think they throw in another one for half price or something. I don't know. But this is the flashlight to end all flashlights. And should we put a picture? You want to take some pictures so people can see
For
this?
those of you who are watching it on the screen right now, you know what it looks like? You ever see the movie 48 Hours?
Yeah, of course.
Remember when Gans was watching the cartoon?
Oh, the kid with the ray gun. That's right.
That's what it looks like. That's what it popped in my head. It looks like the ray gun from 48 Hours in the cartoon that Gans was watching.
It has 10 modes.
10 modes.
It also has, as you can see, the blue and red, which are illegal, really. I mean, you really
Oh, it
can't.
looks like Roscoe's chasing you.
Yeah, so I could actually pull some people over.
Why
with
don't you do that?
Well, because I don't want to spend the night in jail. And as I demonstrated before we went on the air, I showed you the old SOS.
That's right. If Tom Hanks had that in Castaway, he would have been rescued.
He could have. I'm telling you right now, this would have saved Tom Hanks' life. He wouldn't have been on that island very long at all. So we'll demonstrate it later. The power of this thing. But you will not believe
the
this.
power. Now, I just noticed on the back of it, I said it looked like a face.
Yeah, it does.
You know what it looks like? It looks like the engine on Stir Crazy that came through the wall.
Yeah, it does.
Why do I see these stupid things?
I don't know. You see it though. I mean, God, like there'll be a bubble in your drink or your tea or something like that, and you'll say it looks like a person, and sure enough, it does.
Well, that's an unbelievable. Have you used that outside yet?
Yeah, I wouldn't lit up the whole yard, but look at it. Like you could use it as an emergency. Like it has a kickstand. Now, there's a lot of talk about this thing on social media that people who buy it are incredibly stupid.
Well, because they look into it.
Well, they're just saying like, who would pay that much money for it? But again, it was a gift. But when I demonstrate the power of this space station, I'm sorry, this flashlight,
Yes, Lord Vader.
you're going to be impressed, okay? And we'll talk about that later, unless you want to go to a break and we talk about it after that. But this is really, it's top of the line.
Why don't you just flash it in Larry's face over there? Who's
Because I
editing?
like Larry. I don't want to hurt him, for Christ's sake. They'll blind him. But it is.
Blinded by the light.
I can't wait to go out in a snowstorm with this
Wrapped
thing.
up like a douche.
And I hate the snow, but I'm almost hoping I get a snowstorm just to use.
Well, what if those coyotes come back?
Oh, fucking!
They don't stand a chance
They'll
now.
be walking around with those red and white canes. And tap, tap, tap. They won't be
with a
able to
little
see.
cup looking for change.
But you do have to be careful. It's an extremely bright. Kids, don't play with
Now,
flashlights.
is it battery operated or
You charge it. And look, you can even use it to charge your phone. If you got in a jam, if you had this all charged up in your trunk and your phone, it's an emergency, you could plug your phone
Is this
into
something
this.
like Bear Grylls would use when he was like,
He
hanging-
wishes he had something like this,
All
but
right.
this is like, it's top of the line. And of course, Tasha's like, well, when are you going to use it? I said, when I need this, I'm going to have it. So let's not worry about that. Okay? Because she seems to think I should be taking it out every night. You know how you see us on our walks all the time?
I do, yeah.
She thinks I should have this.
Well, if that cell phone guy was still around, maybe.
That's true. I would definitely like to get him in the face.
Because right now, it wouldn't affect him at all. That guy is as my grandfather would say, that man is as soft as a sock full of shit.
He was.
Check it.
Haven't seen him in a long time.
Take the light out for a walk then. And
Take the light out for a walk. Okay.
But listen, we'll go into the studio after that and I'll show you how powerful this thing is.
It's
then
too-
we'll go on the street. We'll light
It's
up
too
the whole
bad
thing.
Abby's not here tonight. She goes in her office and like turns the lights down.
Yeah.
Oh, we could scare the crap out of her.
Definitely. Yeah. She could use
Scare
this-
her right out of her yoga pants.
And if she was in one of those maxi dresses, you could see right through it.
that thing is awesome. That
Well, I know where she lives. You want to go knock on her door?
Abby home. We got a flashlight out
you can
here.
do the bat signal with that light.
And she
You
takes out
could.
a shotgun and shoots us.
Kills all three of us in one shot.
Speaking of that, not Abby, but have you seen that nonsense online? They're giving that really good-looking girl, Sydnee Sweeney, bullshit because of her jean commercial.
I'm glad you brought that up because I almost put that in my notes, but I can't understand what the deal is.
I think it's just woke, liberal, ugly skanks that are just pissed off at her.
But why?
I honestly don't know. I wrote about it on Twitter. I'll have to find what I said, but it was just you're just jealous because you don't look as good in jeans.
Yeah, I mean, she's gorgeous.
Move along, get over it. I mean, if they're complaining about that, can you imagine if they were around 30, 40 years ago and Brooke Shields was 14 years old,
and they compared it to that.
half naked,
But they're
in her
saying-
Jordashes?
They're saying it has a neo-Nazi tone to it.
I don't remember Nazis wearing jeans.
But it's like saying like you're bred for your genes, which was, of course, the Nazis were trying to purify the race. But I'm like, how do you gather that from a sexy girl in a jeans commercial? I don't understand
because
it.
people are nuts.
They really are. I'm sorry.
All right, they just. I haven't put two and two together, and I didn't get into deep thought like you do. But she's just a gorgeous young girl modeling a pair of jeans. That's it.
But they're talking about how white privilege and everything with this, and I'm looking through the whole thing, and I can't see what they're talking about. Here's the thing. This is an example of why Donald Trump is in the White House. You understand? This kind of thinking put this guy into the White House. So they can complain about him all they want, but this is the reason why he's there.
Sydnee Sweeney's jeans?
No, the reactions to these things. And did you hear Harrison Ford starting to lean the other way a little bit?
They must be paying him.
You think so?
Of course.
Oh, he said,
Or you know what? Or he's on that list.
Well, maybe that's it. Yeah, I didn't think of that because your mind works differently. That's why this works so well. But all I'm saying is, look, I think they're getting desperate now. I mean, really. And this whole thing with Stephen Colbert.
Who?
I mean, really. I mean, the guy's killing, and he's. If somebody said to me, your show was canceled, I'd be like, oh, I'm done. They canceled the show, and we got to put up with him till next May.
And the reason they canceled his show, for those of you who've been hiding under a rock, I mean, not many people even give a crap about late night television anymore. Yeah. And this is coming from people who do late night television, in the future, in the past. Now, he worked for CBS. All right. And his show lost $40 million. $40 million.
Yeah.
All right. Now, we all know how television works.
Yeah.
If you're not, I mean, he was getting ratings. I'm not saying he wasn't getting ratings, but he was spending or losing more than the show was actually making. So good business is going to tell you, get rid of it.
Yeah.
So I noticed this 10 years ago when he first started that show. Mm-hmm. In the front, he's at the Ed Sullivan Theater where David Letterman used to do the exact same show.
Sacrilege.
But it said The Late Show starring David Letterman. This one on the front of the building just said The Late Show. Only on the sides did it say his name. So I said, that ain't going to be around for a long time because they didn't put his name on it.
Yeah.
So I have no idea where he came from. I know he came from, what was he, like Comedy Central or something?
Yeah, he was a comedian, and from what I understand, he used to be funny.
He used to be funny?
But now he's become a soapbox.
Right. So no one cares.
Yeah.
I mean.
But they're trashing Jay Leno. Jay Leno come out and said, why would you want to alienate half your audience? And he's right. You're coming out and you're going to alienate half your audience.
And they quoted Johnny Carson. It's taboo to shit on politicians, and that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, they can watch 60 Minutes for that or, something else like that. But the late night talk show, especially like when we were growing up, he would jab the politicians in a monologue, but that was it.
Yeah.
You never hear it after that.
Yeah.
And he didn't.
It's the whole show.
And he didn't do it every single night.
Every single night, same dog and pony show.
Carson around was during Nixon. He may have mentioned Nixon twice in a monologue and then probably didn't mention him again for another week or so.
Yeah.
But not every single night. Richard Nixon did that. No one cares.
Yeah. But they would say funny things about him.
Sure.
They would just rip the guy apart, for everything and rip the people who support him apart. He wouldn't go and say, you people in the Midwest who voted for, Richard Nixon, he wouldn't lay into them.
Right.
That's what I just don't friggin' get it. And they're coming down on Jay Leno. Well, don't forget what Jay Leno did to Conan. They're rehashing all that
He
stuff.
didn't do anything. We have to. You know what? I'm going to bring this out again because it just pisses me off. All right. Conan O'Brien is a very talented man.
Agreed.
Nothing against Conan O'Brien whatsoever. I was a fan of his late night show. I'm a fan of his podcast that he does right now. Conan O'Brien he's a local boy.
Funny man.
Local boy. He wrote for The Simpsons, Saturday Night Live. All right. A very talented man. NBC is a network. All right. You had Johnny Carson for 30 years. Then you had Jay Leno for 20 odd years. Yep. And they reached an audience I'm going to use the quote, the old biddies.
Yeah.
The people who are in bed at 11:30 watching this stuff. They placated, oops, I hit the microphone too hard. They placated towards that audience because they knew that was the audience.
Yeah.
You take Conan O'Brien, who was a creature of late night at 12:30, and you bring him back to 11:30, these old biddies are going to go, what's this guy talking about? And the ratings tanked. So Jay Leno wasn't sitting outside going, "Oh, I'm going to wait. I know he's going to fail." Maybe he did. Maybe he realized, that's why they didn't give it to Dave.
Yeah.
Because Dave is also a creature of late night, and he didn't work at 11:30. He worked at 11:30 on CBS because no one watches CBS.
Right.
All right. Same with Colbert. So when they blame Jay Leno for getting rid of Conan O'Brien, no, Conan O'Brien's performance got rid of Conan O'Brien.
He didn't resonate with the audience.
And he didn't sell the advertisement, and the ratings weren't there. And they had to say, you know what? Maybe we made a mistake here.
Yeah.
And they did. And then he went off to do the TBS deal, and, everything was happy and whatnot. And he got $45 million to leave a show.
Poor Conan, huh?
Right. I was, I'm sorry. But yeah, I mean, people just, read the facts first.
Exactly. Nobody wants to read the facts. And, interesting.
Can you imagine if Twitter and them was really that popular back then?
Oh, Jesus.
And what was that? That was like 2009 or 10 or something.
And that's the thing too. These you got Kimmel, you got Fallon, and you got Colbert. They're all being fed by social media. All these scabs with their X and their Instagrams and everything. And it's just like, I don't know. Everything's just too immediate and too available for them to react to. CBS Sunday Morning recently did a whole piece on Carson. I don't know if you saw that.
I believe I might have.
It was just this past Sunday. It was great. It was a new book that came out by this guy. And,
Oh, yes, I did. I did see that.
And they remarked at one point, which I probably knew, but when someone says it, sometimes you go, whoa. Carson's audience at his height was 3 times the size of all 3 late night guests combined.
Well, it's just like we talked about on the Hulk Hogan episode. 33 million people tuned in to see Hulk and Andre on a Friday night.
But listen, his one audience, 3 times the other 3 guys combined.
So
what does that tell you?
I believe I heard recently that Colbert was the highest rated of the 3, and he had 3-point-something million. So that means the other ones had 3, less than whatever it is.
Imagine that.
But Johnny Carson was the king, but also remember during the times there were only 4 networks.
Yeah, but no, that's true and everything. But still, people ended their day with him.
Sure.
It was a calming.
And then they talked about it at the water bubble the next day.
Right, and no matter how bad the day was, you had Johnny at the end of the day.
Right, because he entertained you. Yeah. He made you feel relaxed. He didn't feel, Trump this or Nixon that. And it was just like, no.
And if he did bring him up, it was funny.
It was funny because he did a little jab. And then, you know what? Let's bring out the stars and celebrities, and we'll have fun with them. And we're not going to mention anything else other than what the stars are talking about.
The monologue was when you brought that bullshit up.
Right.
I don't know. It's just sad. People really don't seem to see it, do they, Quincy?
That's why I am not a fan. I don't watch any late night talk shows.
No, I can't.
I haven't watched a late night talk show religiously since, oh man, let me guess, probably when Dave was still on NBC or the Arsenio Hall show back in the late 80s and early 90s. But I refuse to do it. Now, when we bring our television show back, you will never hear us.
No.
Do any political shit because
not worth it.
Because it's a waste of time. Yeah. It's in the wrestling terminology that is known as cheap heat.
Yeah, we don't want cheap heat.
Anybody can do that, but no one cares. I don't understand why they keep doing it over and over and over again. They saw this guy got the plug pulled out from under him.
Yeah.
It's going to happen to the other 2.
But they're all going, well, Trump's going to pull the plug on us. I'm like, do you really think he's in the... Yeah, pull the plug on Stephen Colbert. I mean, come on.
If he was going to do anything, it would be Kimmel.
Exactly. Kimmel's the most vicious and hateful one of them.
It was going to be any of them. It wouldn't be Stephen Colbert that, even though he had the highest ratings, no one knows who he is.
Yeah. The writing is on the wall for the rest of them. I don't care what anyone says.
The writing's on the wall for network television in general.
Speaking of network versus streaming.
Network versus streaming.
Netflix. I can't remember. You don't have Netflix?
I have not had Netflix in over 2 years.
Well, there's a very interesting show out now called Adolescence. I don't know if you've heard of this. And I think you would like it from the production, the TV production standpoint.
Okay.
Tasha and I just started watching it. It's 4 episodes. It's set in Great Britain, like a suburb of London or England or some part of England, and it's a murder mystery. It starts off with the cops breaking into a house and arresting a 13-year-old boy who's wanted for murder that occurred the night before. But what's interesting about it, okay, and I noticed this as someone who's done TV and movie production, it's shot in a style known as a oner. Do you know what a oner is?
Just one camera?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole show from beginning to end is one continuous shot. There's never a cutaway.
Okay.
So what's fascinating about it, and I said this, I paused it, I said, you realize what's going on here? When these guys go from the interrogation room to the front desk, they're leaving the interrogation room. These actors are already acting when they get there. And they go into the next holding cell. Those actors are already, the whole thing.
It was like that movie 1917. Did you ever see that?
Oh, was that shot that way? Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Not the whole movie,
yeah,
but
there was
like
the
first
opening scene.
45 minutes or so.
100% with the plane crashes and everything. With
Right.
Yes, 100% like, but this is 52 minutes each episode is, and it's one continuous shot the whole time. It's amazing. I've never seen anything like it.
Well, they kind of dabbled on that, if you remember the show St. Elsewhere.
I never saw it.
You know, there was the one that took place in the Boston hospital.
Yes.
They would start with two characters coming down a hallway, and it was doctors conversing, and then, you know, the camera would pan. They would go into an operating room, and they would pan over, and there's other doctors over here talking to a patient in the hallway, and it was one continuous shot and whatnot.
That's just
that's
like
very. I mean, that kudos to the actors, because if you fuck up, you have
gotta
to
start over.
You got to start over again.
Yeah, and they were talking about that.
Now I don't know. Now I wonder if it's practical or they have it on a green screen, so in case you do screw up, they can just
I don't think
edit
so,
the background in.
I mean, and if it's green screen, it's done really, really well. I mean, there was a shot where they follow a kid into a classroom and he jumps out the window and the cops chase him. So the camera follows them out, and they run. And this cop, you could tell, was really running.
I'll have to check it out, but I don't have Netflix.
I know. I'm sorry, but for bringing it up. But it's a couple little things. It's intended to be intensive and immersing. And
It's big words.
The film style aims to create a sense of urgency and immediacy, drawing the viewer into the emotional and dramatic world of the characters, and that's exactly what it does. It's amazing.
I will have to. Maybe I'll cancel one of the other dumb subscriptions I have and get Netflix back.
Netflix, I'm telling you right now, lately I'm just finding a lot of stuff out there. And, I'm just looking at my copious notes here, which I sometimes don't remember. Copious notes. Yesterday, happy anniversaries, Quincy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Now, somebody like yourself should know what the anniversary was yesterday.
So what was yesterday?
July 30th.
July 30th.
A film was released 59 years ago yesterday.
59 years ago. What year would that be?
1966.
1966.
He should know it.
And he should know it.
Probably Jaws or Smokey and the Bandit. Convoy.
No. You're 10 years too late.
Maybe, can I take a guess?
Yeah.
Was it Jesus Christ Superstar?
No.
Okay. All right. I have no idea.
The Batman movie.
Oh, my goodness.
Really?
Yes.
You mean like the original? Are we talking like
Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
Oh, that's so freaking awesome.
And you host a Batman show.
Yeah.
Some days you can't get rid of a bomb.
59 years ago yesterday. So I say next year we should do a screening on its 60th birthday
Wonderful.
with him.
Okay.
I think we should.
Someday you just can't get rid of a Quincy.
Isn't that interesting?
That is interesting.
And what's his face is still kicking there? Burt Ward, right?
Yeah, with his big dick.
Well, he's a big dickhead.
I heard it.
He's an asshole.
Oh.
Hope you're listening out there, Robin.
Why? What did he do to you?
It wasn't me. It was him.
What did Robin do to you?
Robin didn't say much, but
He was a dickhead to you, plain and simple.
yeah,
Batman
but,
liked him.
Batman loved him.
Yeah,
Adam
well,
West
that's all that
loved
matters.
him.
That's all that matters.
Fuck Burt Ward.
well, yeah, but
He looks like he ate Gotham City.
Yeah, he is. He's a chubby bastard.
well, look at the bright side.
Now, see, this is how much you love Batman because you don't even want to say anything bad.
What's the bright side?
that I got to meet him in just a few minutes, and then I used some of his best lines and had fun with it. So,
Well, as long as you're happy. In my opinion,
yeah,
he was a
but if-
dickhead to you.
But if Robin didn't like it, you know what? Well, what more can I say? Holy crap, Robin! Yeah, what can I say? I'm good.
You know what you say to him? Fly, Robin, fly.
Up to the sky.
Or we take that fucking flashlight and blind him.
There you go. I came up with the most new and deadliest idea,
What's that?
but
is it
I'd
worse
have to
than the
get some
raccoon
people's.
treatment?
But I'd have to get some people's approval before I could put it on the air.
What are you talking
come
about?
from? This is okay.
What is this? What is this?
I'd have to talk it over and get some people's approval before I
All
could.
right, you've already let the cat out of the bag. What the hell are you talking about?
Some people keep making trouble, so what if we challenge them to a fight, and guess who would win the fight?
Oh.
Ones who like to forge people's names.
Oh, the Chastains?
Someone else, too. And guess who goes down?
Alec?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Well, I know what he's talking about. We don't have enough record space on here to get into this topic right now.
Okay.
This will have to be a special bonus episode.
Oh, you can tell me later. I got to hear this.
Oh,
No, put them in the world of NWF. And so, you like to forge someone's name. Well, guess what? Every single commercial episode that you ever put on the air was coming off the air. And they'll put this on the air. And guess who's going to be in favor? Take a friggin' chair. Then
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
what do you think?
I think that's wonderful. I'm getting through my earpiece. We have to go to a commercial break before you say anything incriminating.
Buy me a Playboy book.
We'll be right back after this.
Hi, this is Quincy Briscoe. To all my fans, don't drink and drive.
Alrighty, welcome back. I have a little stigmatism in my eye right there. During the commercial break, we went into the back studio here, the TC Restani recording studio, not the podcast penthouse, the palatial podcast penthouse, to demonstrate to us, me and Quincy, the Space Patrol flashlight. Star Patrol.
Comes with a gold badge on the side.
Flashlight over there. I mean, that was like looking into Chernobyl.
Isn't it something? Lights up the whole room.
You talking,
If we were down here and we're shooting a show and all of a sudden the lights went out, I could save the day with this.
you could have. You definitely could have.
Telling you.
I mean, I want to see if we should do that. We should go like down on a beach and go like to the other end of like Revere Beach and see if we can actually see that light.
Light the whole beach up, I'm telling you.
Unbelievable.
See, I got to do some fireworks up in Maine on Labor Day weekend, so I'm going to have somebody go beep, shine that down while I'm doing it. I say, when I give you this, that means shut the light off.
We should just drive into Boston, where all the riffraff hang around the streets at
That's
night.
what I want to find, all the transients
Right, and just go and just turn the lights on and flash it on.
pulling their pants on. They see the lights.
Well, remember the thing, bum fights? Remember they did?
Oh, God, bum fights.
They used to do that kind of in bum fights. We're not going to duct tape homeless people, but
oh my God.
But I'm just saying, that would be kind of funny.
That was a different time and a different age, I'll tell you. I remember
Bum fights, that was like 22 years ago.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago, but boy,
I enjoyed that.
that I have to say, I watched it.
You know who got me hooked on that?
Leo.
Jeff.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
He goes, dude, I was listening to Howard Stern one day, and they had this kid on there making these movies, there's videos about bums that fight, but it really wasn't that. I bought the damn thing. It's more, you should see what they do to the fucking druggies and shit on this. Or the the Rufus, the stunt bum.
Can you see Jeff like going up to the train tracks behind his house with a ref shirt on and a whistle? You guys trying to make $5? Yeah, what we doing, man?
Man, we should have recorded what he used to tell us. He used to work in the parks in Boston.
Yeah.
And the shit he would see in the Boston Common.
I can only imagine.
He goes, dude, there's like field trips going on with kids in there, and these fucking bums taking shits in trash barrels and stuff. And guess who had to clean it out? Me.
Yeah,
Imagine that. You're in like the 5th grade
Fucking man's inhumanity to man.
going on to see the swan boats, and then all of a sudden you turn the corner and there's some smelly dude taking a dump in a trash barrel.
That's awful.
I would be in hysterics, but
Human shit is the worst.
well, you grew up in Boston. Remember we used to go into the Boston Common at Christmas time. All the bums would sleep in the manger.
Yeah, they would have to take them out of there.
Right.
Yeah.
all they wanted was a little hay.
Yeah, that's all. Sleep on the hay. Speaking of hay, did you hear that? Did you hear what's on display at the Alamo now permanently?
Pee-wee's bike.
Isn't that something?
Right.
Now, why wouldn't these late night talk show hosts mention that in their monologues instead of all this politics stuff?
I would actually that gives me an excuse now to go to the Alamo.
Isn't it very heartwarming to think that that's there?
Well, he has to go there because there's no basement.
That's right. And I was thinking of that whole scene. He goes, any questions? And he goes, when do we get to see the basement? And there was that like collage of laughter at him. It was just a great scene. I got to watch that again. I think it's available on Tubi right now.
I believe it is.
Pee-wee's Big Adventure. And also the Pee-wee Herman Show.
I watched the documentary on HBO.
Wasn't that great?
It was unbelievable.
Yeah, it was very interesting. You watch Billy Joel yet? Are you not interested in that at all?
I've met Billy Joel.
Would you spend? That's like almost 5 hours.
No, I would not.
It's awesome. It really is.
Billy Joel, without question, one of the nicest musicians I've ever met.
Really?
Yep.
I believe that.
This is when he still had hair.
Yeah.
This is back like 25 years ago.
He dropped some pounds too recently, but it's like he's talking about like as a kid he would look up at this house, this mansion in Oyster Bay, and say, "I wonder what like the people that own that now." He owns that house. It's an amazing story. But I remember, man, when I first started collecting albums and records, that was like my passion as a kid. Now they're just useless things, but still, I remember buying the 52nd Street album and going through the liner notes and seeing the drummer's name, Liberty DeVito. Now, Liberty DeVito, incredible drummer, and he's featured in this. They have
Any relation to Danny?
No, because he's Jewish. Danny's Italian, but Liberty's Jewish. But just an incredible drummer, and seeing the whole history of that band and everything. It's really it's if you get a chance to see that, it's called And So It Goes.
Did you ever see Billy Joel on stage now when he's playing the harmonica?
Yeah.
He looks like Darth Vader when they took the mask off
that
and he had to
metal
Return of the
thing.
Jedi.
Yeah. Piano Man, such a great tune.
He's a very, very nice man.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, I'm so happy for him, and I think this is going to bring a lot of his music back to a lot of young people. He really is good.
Unbelievable. Now, we have some listener mail.
Yeah, we got a couple emails. And this one, somebody actually challenged us. They have a question for us. Dear TC, Quincy, and Ricky, I am a legal resident of the U.S. from Albania. I like how they...
So I guess we don't have to call ICE?
I guess not.
Right.
After just completing my citizenship requirement in early July, I have learned much from listening to this podcast, including how to speak English, and wanted to thank you for always making me laugh and think. So she's doing pretty good here. I would like to contribute to your show by asking you all to answer the following question.
All right, let's see what the question is.
Would you rather be the smartest person in the room or the funniest? Thanks again for the entertainment, Pinot Mitro.
Pinot Mitro.
Pinot Mitro in Lynn, Massachusetts.
And then they're from Albania.
Yeah.
I wonder if they know Aurora, the Albanian waitress who used to work in Boston at the South Street Diner.
Well, Pinot, you're listening, let us know.
Pinot, do you know her? All right. So the question is, would you rather be the smartest or funniest guy in the room?
Yeah.
Oh, the funniest.
Absolutely.
100%.
How about you?
Funniest, because we're not professors.
That's right.
But you know what? We can bring laughter.
But think about it, though. You could think of the value you'd bring to society by being incredibly intelligent.
Yeah, but you'd have to be, like I said, you'd have to be a professor and start
Right.
studying books and
The
all
professor
that.
was so smart. How come he couldn't fix a hole in a boat?
That's true.
That's
but,
true.
But think, though, now, that's how selfish we are. And they say people who have this entertainment gene, as much as we try to pretend we're great people, we're very selfish. We'd rather be the funniest because it just sets us apart from everybody.
Yeah. Or we're just stupid and don't know anything.
But that's a pretty good question.
It was a good question.
I mean, you think you could be really smart and figure all these things out and have all this knowledge, but you'd rather be the one that can turn a phrase and make someone laugh.
Right. Albania is right next to Greece.
Because, I mean, that's right.
Does that make me smart?
Yeah, it is the word.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't do those as well as you do. You always, man, you nail those. You hit those. But that's a really good question.
It was. Yeah. Can we send her something?
Why not? I would have sent her a picture of me holding the flashlight. Pinot Mitro.
Pinot Mitro.
And what was the one thing? Oh, there's something else I wanted to mention. I asked AI, right, to write a song.
AI, that was the name of the girl in Meatballs.
Was it really?
Or was that AL?
You got me.
I don't remember. All right, go on. You asked AI.
Yeah, because last week we were talking about song parodies. We were talking about Al Yankovic, and I remarked that I used to be able to do that really well. So I challenged AI to write a song about our friend over here, and they failed miserably. So bad I won't even read what they did. So then I went and wrote my own. It's not a whole song. It's just like the first phrase. Would you like to hear it?
Absolutely.
Did you ever hear the song Mr. Sandman?
Mr. Sandman.
Exactly.
The one from Back to the Future.
Yeah, was that in Back to the Future?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Then I picked a good one. All right. So I wrote this one myself. Quincy Briscoe, bring us some cream. Make it the sweetest that we'd ever seen. Give us 2 pints of whole milk, not low fat. But on second thought, a gallon, so scratch that. Quincy, milk is so good. Everyone drinks it. Or at least they all should. Please pour us a frosty glass. Quincy Briscoe, get up off your ass. Bum, 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 bum.
Unbelievable.
I did that this afternoon.
Well, you know what? That is a round of applause from us in here as well.
Maybe I'll do the whole song now, though.
I like that.
Not bad. Because I haven't written anything in a while. I'm a little rusty.
You're a little rusty there, huh?
You know, because I got to speak this weekend. So I said I'm going to practice.
Well,
up.
that was better than anything AI could ever conjure up.
And this is how stupid I am. I actually should have saved what they wrote, but it just was terrible. It was not good.
Do we have any other
viewer
questions?
Somebody pointed out to me, it's a little Jaws fact for you.
Uh-oh.
Okay, now I don't know if you know this one, because I came up with the fact last week that you didn't know. What was it?
The one where the Bullwinkle voice did...
That's right, Joan Foray.
Right.
Okay. Jaws author Peter Benchley's housekeeper.
Is her name Alice?
No.
No, okay.
So this isn't tickling anything yet for you?
Not yet, no.
Okay. Jaws author Peter Benchley's housekeeper had a son who was on the USS Indianapolis. She called him the day after she saw the film Jaws and asked for the day off. When he asked her why, she told him, "My son was on the USS Indianapolis and I never knew how he died until now."
He was bitten by sharks?
Yeah.
Wow.
But isn't that amazing? I mean, he writes this novel and, he never talks to his housekeeper about it. And she goes and see the movie that he wrote and she figures out, my son, I thought he just stank on a ship, but he was eaten by sharks.
And now she's going to see a shrink somewhere. And,
probably, I just think it's interesting.
That is an interesting thing. That's art imitating life or whatever that phrase is.
And recently, ABC News made this announcement. Oh, wait to hear this, okay? Talk about the news. One of the pundits on ABC News chimed in with some advice for overworked parents who might make the mistake of leaving a child unattended in the backseat of a car. Did you hear about this?
Some 1-year-old baby died the other day. Yeah. How stupid are you to leave a kid in a car?
Well, you know what ABC said? They suggest the parent put something important in the backseat with the child to help them not forget the kid is there. Something important.
Other than the child.
They actually came out and said this.
What are you going to put back there? An alarm clock?
Exactly. My vibrator? Jesus, I mean,
something
come on.
important.
That's real. That isn't me making anything up. I don't write that. I'm not that funny.
Wow, the ABC, you are just, stupid. They're not the funniest news channel in the room. They're the stupidest one in the room.
And last but not least, we got another email.
What's this one?
This one he's not going to like.
Uh-oh.
It has nothing to do with Alec or an adorable blanket.
Or Jaws.
Actually, a listener kind of took umbrage with all of us, but she did single him out. Okay. Dear guys, I was listening to the Ricky Bittman show that was taped on 7/17, and I am very upset. So I think she means the episode, Where's My Birthday? I always admired and listened with great enthusiasm, but I honestly don't know if I can continue. The controversial comments are just getting to be too much. Just when I thought I knew you guys, you hurt me deeply by revealing your true selves. Quincy, how can you say that Hallmark movies are awful? They are my favorite things to watch on TV, and to sit there and listen to you belittle them and call them stupid just breaks my heart. I can't even stomach to hear your voice anymore. Oh, and Quincy, the old Batman TV show is stupid, and so is Emergency, that you love so much. Go stick your head in a bucket of piranha fish, you son of a sea cook. Yours, Candida Dorquis, Dorquis.
Well, Dave, if you ask me, aren't these things a little bit too long? And
you hurt someone's feelings. All I'm saying is, you can't say anything now. You hurt her feelings. Candida.
Hey, don't we all have enemies? But don't we all have a lot of fans?
I think you're right, but I'm just saying. Listen, we're falling victim now to the late night talk show hosts and everything. We're in trouble now because you said that about Hallmark movies.
Jesus, Quinn. I know you don't like Christmas, but you've insulted this woman the fact that she's now actually taking the time to write to us that you've dissed the Hallmark Christmas movies. Granted, there's too many of them, and they shouldn't be airing in July. But Quincy, what are you going to apologize? You're going to say you're sorry?
Well, what do you want me to do? For Christ's sake.
These are the pains of being famous, though. Don't you understand? You're learning a lesson here.
I don't feel any pain.
Well, whatever. I
just think it's nice people are reaching out to us. Remember, middle of the night podcast at gmail.com. Middle of the night podcast at gmail.com.
That's middle of the night podcast at gmail.com.
If you'd like to get in touch with us, and if you take umbrage with anything we've said, please let us know.
Well, I don't give a crap, but
but it's nice to hear.
No, it is nice to hear the fact that they're listening. But she has the right to her opinion. So does Quincy Briscoe. You know, I'll tend to agree with you, Quincy. Some of those, I mean, like I said a couple episodes ago, it's like the old episodes of the Dukes of Hazzard. It was the same episode every week.
Yeah.
They just changed the villains.
Yeah.
And it's the same Christmas movies on the Hallmark Channel. Same thing. Girl misses her flight. She needs to get home for Christmas. She meets a guy who has a car who's driving that way. They get in the car together. They share a hotel room. He sleeps on the couch. She sleeps on the bed. The bed breaks, and then they have to go share the couch together. And then they end up falling in love before they get to her parents' house and invite him in for Christmas dinner. They decorate the tree. The credits roll.
Candida, I think you know who next week's letter is going to be addressed to.
I do watch him if Lori Laughlin's in them, though. 'Cause she's rad. If you get that pun.
I get it. I get it. I watched some trash TV this week, and I remember I sent you the screen grab. I was watching Dookies.
Oh, no holds barred.
I had to watch it.
Didn't that guy look like Richard Belzer?
100%. 100%. I'm like,
I wonder if that was a gimmick just to get back at
Oh,
him.
that's right. I forgot. Jesus, man, that's a good one. Yeah, I think you're right. That, and I watched the three versions of Missing in Action. Braddock, Chuck Norris.
There's Missing in Action. There's Missing in Action 2, The Beginning.
Yes.
And there was just Braddock 3 or something.
Yeah, the Missing in Action 2. It was pretty violent when they put when they hung him upside down and put his head in the bag with the rat.
Right, yeah.
I was like, what the hell is this?
Now, didn't Chuck Norris's brother direct those movies?
Oh, I didn't even see that. I should have looked into that.
I think he did.
I like that you can hit the info button and it tells you stuff like that. I should have done that.
With those Golden Globus productions?
Yes, the
Of
Canon
course.
films. I wish there was a way on Tubi that you could search just Golden Globus. It brings up just a few of them, but I know they did
Death
so
Wish
many.
3 is a Golden Globus production.
Great stuff. Golden Globus.
I mean, they did a documentary on those two guys.
Did they really?
Right, they two, are they like Lebanese or Israeli or whatever they
I thought they were Jewish.
Well, they could be from Israeli. But they
did the Delta Force.
Oh, well, wonderful movie. I love Delta Force.
Now you ruined. I got to watch part 2 now.
I have to say that probably Delta Force is probably my favorite Chuck Norris movie.
Yeah.
That or Invasion USA.
Yep, that's a really good one.
That's a good one.
I'm a big Lone Wolf McQuaid guy too, though. I like that one.
That's going way back.
Yeah, I like Chuck Norris. There's no question about it.
You know, Chuck Norris, I heard, makes coffee nervous.
That's a good one. I like that one. What was the other one? Chuck Norris never sleeps. He waits.
I had the chance of meeting Chuck Norris one time.
How was it?
But I missed it.
Oh.
It was a 1993. He did a movie called Sidekicks.
Oh, yeah.
And they, with that kid who was on Sequest who killed himself because he didn't become Anakin Skywalker.
Oh, that's right.
And they did it at the Revere Theater.
Wow.
And I missed it. I was very upset that I never got to meet Chuck.
Now, he also has a tie to Land of the Lost with Philip Pally, right?
Does he?
Yeah, you didn't never saw that.
Oh, was it on the Johnny Carson
Johnny
show?
Carson.
That's right.
Philip is a black belt.
Right.
That's pretty cool. That's like a 23-minute segment, I think, that they had. You know, usually the Carson clips are quick, but it's a whole segment when he was on
Philip Paley.
Paley.
Yeah, he was Chaka on Land of the Lost, and then he went on to do like Bikini Car Wash 2 or something like that.
But I always thought, like, when I was watching, I was like, this is geek that they picked to be this actor. Kid's a black belt. He could kick my ass now, for crying
He
out
could
loud.
kick the Sleestack's ass.
Yeah.
He should have.
Yeah. Would you be afraid of Sleestacks?
Who's that now?
Land of the Lost?
I never really watched Land of the Lost,
Oh, okay.
but
Quincy was too busy
You
watching.
were too busy out getting laid while we were watching that show.
He was too busy watching Wacky Racers or something.
they're funny, you know.
Sleestack are funny. What? They were college basketball
Yeah,
people.
Phil Lambier, big prick. He used to be a muscle Larry Bird around, but
But he was a Sleestack.
yeah. back then-
Man, if you had that flashlight in the Land of the Lost with the Sleestack, man, they'd be running back to the Lost City.
Telling you.
Looking for Enoch for help.
Get your Star Patrol flashlight now while supplies last.
You get a free chamois with that if you order it, right?
Oh, ShamWow. Remember the ShamWow?
Maybe you have to. What was that thing on the Home Shop thing? Ask for Tootie.
Who's that?
Not Tootie from the Facts of Life, but I don't know. It was just something. If you get on the order now,
Did you ever buy anything from there?
yes, I bought a Boba Fett bust.
You still have it?
I do.
Wow.
I do indeed.
I bought a gold chain like a friggin' loser, and I remember when it came in the mail, I was like, it just was awful.
When we first got cable in like 82, 83, my grandmother started watching like the Home Shopping Network.
Yeah.
And then it morphed into QVC.
Yep.
All right. My grandmother God rest her soul. She used to, when she wasn't watching her soaps or her stories, she'd be putting on QVC, and she would only watch this one woman on QVC, and I'll never forget her name as long as I live. Carmela Richardson. All right? When Carmela was on, it was like the Virgin Mary herself was on there selling Cuisinarts, okay?
Yeah.
And she bought so much, knick-knack shit. And one day, I'll never forget this, a big box came, and it was like an old-fashioned looking, like, rich person phone.
Yeah. Rich person phone.
I was like, what is this? Carmela was selling it. And she had an Irish brogue. Carmela was selling it. So she would order this crap, from QVC. Now, I had a thing for one of the QVC.
They knew what they were doing.
Okay, there was one woman on there by the name of, her name was Lisa Robertson.
Okay.
You could look her up. Lisa Robertson QVC. I would have ordered dog shit if... All right.
Wait, what was her name again?
Lisa Robertson.
Lisa Robertson. She was on QVC?
She was on QVC. So if you type in Lisa Robertson QVC.
Ooh. Wow. Yeah, damn.
Now you see why I would buy dog shit from her.
Little Giada look.
Let me see the picture you found there. I haven't seen her in a while. Oh yeah! Oh man, I used to. She was on she was the queen of QVC.
Yeah.
So they gave her prime time, and she was. I used to record it when I was at home. All right. I admit it.
Oh my God!
Somewhere in my house, I have an autograph photo.
I used to record Denise Austin, but I never worked out when I watched it.
Somewhere I have a little postcard that's autographed from Lisa Robertson.
That's cute.
But then I found out that there were nutcases that like stalked her and whatnot.
Oh, okay.
Because the QVC headquarters.
They ruined it for the rest
This
of
wasn't
us.
me. All right. No. It was too far away. It was like in Hershey, Pennsylvania. But I do remember when I was going to the DeLorean show with Glenn back at almost 20 years ago. We drove down there. We drove by the QVC headquarters.
Wow.
You're talking about.
Like when you see the WWE headquarters.
It was bigger. Wow. It was way bigger. They must have made so much money, QVC. I don't even know if they're still on.
They are.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't think Lisa Robertson is still on. She retired and what? She was. They used to send her over to Italy to do these little jewelry shows, and she wore these unbelievable gowns, dude. She was.
He likes a glamorous lady.
Oh, ooh, was she friggin' glamorous on there? I can't believe I'm actually talking about Lisa Robertson from
You
QVC.
never know what we're going to talk about.
But, if she should do Chilla. I would.
I'm so taken with this. I got to write these notes down.
Oh, man, we should try to get her on the program.
She probably would do it. Hey, Lisa, have you heard of Eddie Deason? Well, you'd be guest number 2.
Well, she was a Southern girl. I think she was from Tennessee or something.
Nice.
But I used to work nights, before we became a big time TV star. I recorded an EP, the 6-hour mode, because she was on for 6 hours, right?
Oh my God!
And I would
that is awesome.
And I would come home and have my Elios pizza
That
and
is
sit there
awesome.
and watch Lisa Robertson sell friggin' jewelry and all this other crap. That's how into
And you never bought anything.
Oh, not a fucking thing. I wrote.
She's working on commission. You could have helped her.
Well, great. Well, if she was selling something cool like Boba Fett busts or something, maybe I would have ordered it from her. And I wrote a handwritten letter saying I wanted an autograph, and I got it.
That's cool.
I find beauty in the most obscure things.
I have to say, you really did. That one blows my mind.
Right. Most people sitting there. I was watching Pamela Anderson on fucking Baywatch.
I'm taping Denise Austin, and I'm not even working out to it.
And I'm taping QVC to watch Lisa Robertson.
I come home and I'd be like, "What outfit she?" And I'd be like, "Oh."
I've done that before,
Well,
she was
a looker.
She was a looker. Did you have a poster of her on your wall?
No. I had a much more unsavory. Everything was hidden.
Speaking of Pamela Anderson, you see who she's dating now?
I'm talking about Denise Austin.
I know, but I was talking about
our friend Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson. Good for Liam.
Good for him. I know. I'm not big into couples or anything, but I'm happy for the two of them. Because I really am. I've always been a fan of hers, and I've always been a fan of his. So, you know what? I hope they
And he was loyal. After his wife died, he never remarried or anything. And that was 15, 16 years ago.
Terrible.
And, Pamela doesn't look like Pamela of Baywatch anymore. And I'm not saying she's a not attractive woman, but it's just, she got rid of all the makeup and whatnot. And you know what? It actually, you can see them in their interviews. They're actually really into each other.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not some bullshit promotional thing for the Naked Gun movie.
I hope it works.
I hope it does too.
I really do.
But he's one of the super nice guys. I've met him a couple times.
They were just talking to somebody recently who does celebrity imitations, and they ask him if he does Liam Neeson, and he says, "Well, he said, can you do it for us right now?" And he goes, "Well, I have a way of getting into the character," and he says, "I always start by pretending I'm in a supermarket, and the person in front of me is checking out with more items than allowed." He was like, "I notice you have 20 items and the sign says 15. If you change your mind and move to a new register now, no harm will come to you." I thought that was kind of interesting.
You remember his cameo in Ted 2?
Oh,
when he bought the cereal.
Yes. Oh man. See, I think that's where I think that's his passion. He likes comedy, and I'm glad this worked out for him. I'd like to go see that movie.
I'll go see that movie.
But movies like coming, like all of a sudden, like it opens officially tomorrow. It'll probably be out of the theater by Tuesday.
So that means it'll be on Netflix or something by Labor Day.
It's just so much more fun to go to the theater.
I haven't gone to the theater to see a movie on the big screen since the last Indiana Jones movie.
I tried to go see the new Karate Kid one.
I heard that was a piece of
but
dog.
I just wanted it gone. Like it's there and it's just gone. Oh God, I used to love when they say held over 2 weeks. Remember that? You'd see like
I remember when they used to go from the big theaters to the little secondary theaters and even to the drive-ins and to the bottom of the barrel theaters. Yeah. But now, you blink, you miss it. Because the real money is made on streaming.
That's true.
And now your TV in your living room is, half the size of a movie theater screen from like 40 years ago anyway. Yeah. So I enjoy doing that.
I do too, but I mean, there is something about the popcorn and the soda.
Well, I will be going to see Back to the Future in IMAX.
Okay.
For its 40th anniversary, even though the movie came out in July, they put it in October because morons think the October 21st is actually Back to the Future Day. And they have shown a sneak preview of they made a DeLorean into a popcorn box.
Oh, yeah. That's the new thing, is the collectible popcorn box.
I found out how much that thing costs, but I have to get it.
Yeah.
It's $50.
Oh, that's worth it. Because the Jaws one, I'm telling you. Did you see the Jaws one?
I did. Well, there was a few of them.
Yeah, but damn, I wanted one so bad. But again, boom, gone.
I will get my hands on this. I will get my hands on that.
Well, good luck to that. I hope that happens. Now, did you see on CBS Sunday Morning recently, they're releasing next week, I think, The Wizard of Oz at the Sphere.
Oh, in Vegas?
Yeah. Man, I got to send you this clip. I mean, you're in the tornado. And what they were able to do with AI and everything and just expanding. I mean, they said, like, you're sitting there in front of a screen that's the height of the Statue of Liberty. And it's just like, I don't know. All I know is they didn't show this, but I could imagine if I was there, the thing that would drive me crazy the most or scare me the most is the flying monkeys. Can you imagine what that's going to be like? But like the whole hurricane thing, you see it. I mean, the tornado. You see it, but they also have wind machines in there now, and they have dry leaves blowing around the theater while you're in there, which I think is cool. So,
do you get wet when the witch melts?
I don't know. Only one way to find out. But as much as I like to go to Vegas, I don't want to go to Vegas just for that. But it looks amazing. I'm going to send you the thing. You got to watch that.
Well, the next time you're out in Pahrump,
yeah, that's true.
You can always maybe. Yeah.
I think I'm firmly here now. I mean, God, I haven't left for so long.
You think can you rent the Sphere?
I don't think that's in the budget.
You don't think it's in the budget?
I mean, this thing is... They get 2,000 people working on this alone, just The Wizard of Oz. 2,000 people.
I couldn't bring my VHS of Lisa Robertson from QVC and watch it aside.
Or your tape deck and record it like you did Back to the Future.
That's true. That would be fun. Quincy, the clock on the wall is saying time to wrap up the program.
Very special episode.
Program. Well, thank you for watching this very interesting episode, and we hope to see you again soon. So drive home carefully, and remember, we never close.